Greetings! Welcome to another edition of At the Pictures with myself, Jimmy DePalma, and this guy is
Chaz Scorsese.
Chaz Scorsese. And this episode we are looking in, and we are looking towards The Lost City.
Overall thoughts on the movie.
What did you think about first Sandra Bullock? What did you think? Was she good in it?
Yeah. I was like Brain and Brawn, really. I know they were a bit dumb, but Brain and Brawn.
Brain and Brawn, but she was a bit stupid sometimes as well, if you're meaning that the male bimbo Magic Mike was he was meant to be the dumb one, but she was a bit stupid sometimes with the stupid things she did.
Yeah.
So it's about, I don't know if you've seen the 1980s classic Romancing the Stone with Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas. Well, Kathleen Turner is an author who cries at the end of her books, who her sister is kidnapped, and she tries to go and rescue the sister. And this one, Sandra Bullock's an author who herself is kidnapped, and her cover model tries to rescue her.
Yeah. And you know who he brings?
Well, I'll get to that. It's my favourite guy of all time. My favourite character for ages in a film. I'll get to that. He steals the entire film, almost anyway. And he's only on for about 10 minutes. So that's what happens. So Sandra Bullock, kidnapped by none other than Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
What did you think of him in it?
It was more of a bit annoying and sounded a bit crazy.
Aye.
And I think more
jealous.
He was jealous of his brother. Aye. So it was that's all he was doing it for, just because it was
jealousy. It was a wee get in it actually. He is quite small, and there's a line in it. One of my favourite lines for a long time as well was what is it that they picked up?
We found this.
Small English child.
But then we realised he had a full.
He's got a full beard, so they realised he was a man. But he is really small, because I don't think Sandra Bullock's too tall.
He looked, and I was a bit weird saying this, but he looked tall in the Harry Potter movies.
I think they filmed him. He was standing in a box or something, a magic box. But anyway, so he's the baddie. He tries to get Sandra Bullock, the author, to translate some ancient thing about an ancient temple, which
to get a fire crown gel.
He wants to get a crown thing. He's like a media mogul type guy. He's got tons of dosh and moolah, but he wants more.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum anyway is the dim kind of. He plays Dash, but his name's Alan, isn't it? He plays the kind of cover model who thinks. He can use his skills to go and rescue Sandra Bullock. But here we go. He gets his pal, his personal trainer, or what was he, like a yoga guy?
It was like a yoga trainer.
A yoga trainer.
And his name's, what is it? Something Trainer.
Jack Trainer.
And the actor is...
Brad Pitt, who was in danger of becoming just relegated to being rhyming slang. But now, after this, I think the sky's the limit for Jack Trainer, who, no matter what happens to him in this film, should get his own film.
Yeah,
he's in it 10 minutes and he's totally fantastic. Just the action that he does, the action scenes, but the kind of tongue-in-cheek, deadpan delivery and all that. And he's got a better... I'd love to see a film with him and Channing Tatum in it than Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, because the two of them together were hilarious, weren't they? The two of them when he was trying to rescue her, and he was like kind of pouncing about in the background, sneaking up, told him to stay in the wee car, and he didn't stay in the wee car, but...
And they wore It's so funny. He wore like the least stealthiest clothes ever.
Aye, he's like going about with did he still have the kind of neck pillow for the plane ride or something on his neck? Anyway, but Channing Tatum was brilliant in it because he's used to doing comedy, and Sandra Bullock's she's good with comedy as well. So the two of them are really good. She goes about through most of the film like a disco dancer. I think he calls her a disco ball or something like that. And this purple thing, which makes them easy to find for the villains looking them in the jungle. But so no, I think overall it's really good, and the two of them, it's the two of them that make it. The kind of the banter between the two of them and that, and obviously they're going to fall in love, as you know. But it takes quite a long time for them to fall in love. But what's your thoughts, Shaz? What was your bits?
I thought it was a good movie.
Would you watch a sequel of this?
As much as I would say it, I don't know how there would be a sequel.
Yeah, because it covered pretty much everything, eh?
Yeah, it kind of summed up the whole story.
Yeah, I think that would be the one-off. But there's plenty of scope for the Jack Trainer movie. Jack Trainer! Dun-dun-dun.
Is it going to be like Family Guy then? There was the spin-off Cleveland Brown show.
Ah, it'll be something like that, but it'll be like Jack Trainer Returns or something like that, and it'll be... I don't know if they'll have to have Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum in it, but I think just... they must do it. They must do it. He must get his own role, his own show, his own film. Okay, let's go to the marks. We're back in the room. Yeah. And now we're going to give the marks for The Lost City, and I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because basically because of Jack Trainer, Brad Pitt. What about you?
I probably 4 as well.
4, why?
I'm just giving it a 4 because it feels like a 4, yeah.
Feels like a 4. Doesn't it feel like a 3 or a 5, but it's a 4. It will kill. I take it that in. Anyway, go and see the new Jack Trainer movie. It's called The Lost City. But blinking you'll miss him. He's only in it for a few 10 minutes, but savour those minutes.
And a thing is, with that famous line from Doug someone, he's from the History Channel show, Forged in Fire.
Free plug for Forged in Fire. It will kill. Anyway, so go and see Lost City, the Jack Trainer story, at the cinema now.
Yep.
What did you give it?
4. I said that.
Right, that's fine.